Happy Friday, everybody.
Wow.
Welcome back to the
Brotherly Love Pod.
No, wait.
The new and improved.
Welcome to new studio, everybody.
Brotherly Love Pod.
You know, for the last week or so, we've been teasing sort of the new logo and the new space and all this stuff. And we are back. I'm curious, and I know that we've thrown this out on social media too, but I want to ask all of our viewers that are watching on our YouTube channel right now, what do you think of the new logo?
The new studio.
What do you think of the new studio?
We haven't. Let's start at the beginning and
Start
actually
at the beginning.
catch people up.
Oh, they're gonna love this.
To where we are
People
right
now,
now.
all across America and the world are
The
clicking
last
off their TVs.
What
and,
6 weeks?
Yeah.
have been such an incredible journey for us when
It
it comes
has.
to this podcast.
Yeah, it has.
I mean, the ups, the downs. We almost lost it. Let's
The
be
ins,
real with
the
you
outs.
guys.
That's right.
And then when they say like there's always a silver
Lost it,
lining.
we mean mentally.
Mentally, yeah,
Oh,
definitely
God.
mentally.
definitely mentally.
I
But
actually think I have lost it mentally. I don't even know what I'm doing here.
You know how they say there's always like a silver lining to things?
Yeah.
I think there truly was to this. I think there was a master plan when
Yes,
it comes to this.
I believe
this
in that.
little podcast.
I believe in the divine plan.
Absolutely, me
All right,
too.
yep.
And I think like out of this kind of brush fire, all this new birth has occurred
Absolutely.
when it comes to this pod.
Like a
and
phoenix.
now
Yes.
we're
Like
actually,
a phoenix, we rise from the ashes.
but we're actually
right.
in a better place.
Like Harry Potter, Rise
We've
of the
actually
Phoenix.
taken this pod now and really are doing what we really truly from the beginning wanted to do.
Absolutely.
We've brought it home.
Yes.
We are in the house. I am wearing flip-flops right now.
Yes.
Can you believe it? I'm going to be able to bring my animals down. Andy's going to have Shmi.
First of all-
Shmi is in the
Well, hold-
studio
wait a minute.
right
You were
now.
just complaining that
which
Shmi-
I love.
No, Matt was
His
just...
snoring is
Matt was-
beautiful.
wait a minute,
Oh,
you
he's such a
can't-
phony.
No, I'm
What a
calling-
lying sack of shit.
Okay,
totally.
I had a sound
were
issue
just- oh,
earlier
my
No,
on.
you didn't have a
but
sound
now-
issue. You had a
Wait,
preempt.
where is he? Oh,
Yeah.
he's over there.
You had a
Shmi's over
preemptive
there,
sound
and he's
issue.
super cute.
You started complaining that Shmi would snore, and
we're
I
all
said,
just so excited
And I
to have
said,
him.
Hold on a
and
minute,
I
hold on a
said
minute.
that
Hold on a
that
minute.
everybody would love if we heard.
No,
a
wait,
little
can we
snore.
get back to how the
Can
journey?
somebody see? Can you guys see Shmi? Is he in the camera? Look, Shmi's down there. Can you see him?
it's
I don't know if
pretty
you can.
bad shot, Joe.
Is it a terrible shot? I'm
Yeah.
sorry. All right, well, whatever. He's down here. He's having a good time.
I'm not sure what you were trying to accomplish there. Actually,
To show Shmi.
He was going to show the reverse
Shmi.
of Shmi. So you know what,
Yeah,
guys?
there
You know
he
what we need to
is.
do?
And there's Sam.
We need to
hey,
hook up-
Sam.
Hey.
He's running our board.
Sam, is this possible? Can we hook up a little camera
A
that we can
Shmi-cam.
hold here, that we can turn?
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that.
It's like a cheap whatever camera with hooked up HDMI into the system. We can just turn on you guys. That would be sweet. We'd
You
love
know
to do
what?
that.
And these are improvements we're going to be making each and every week.
It's going to be
We
upgraded.
got stuff.
I don't know if you can see the wall behind Joe. We've got a bunch of we got like a little vision board of us. We got some jokes in there.
Yep.
We've got a
Check-
glossary.
This is kind of cool.
fan-made.
Our fans won't or that are listening. You got to go check it out on YouTube because there is a Whoa 92 hat. Let's explain. Why don't you explain those hats that are behind you right now?
Sure. These hats that are behind me.
kind of
But
cheap
look,
to the
look at us.
camera, Joe.
Look at us. Look at us.
Once Woe took off, like it was like season 3 of the show, as my rap gifts, part of my rap gifts every season to
That
the
was
cast
so
and
cool,
crew.
by the way. I always got one.
And we would have fan giveaways as well, obviously, like for Make-A-Wish kids and all these great things that we used to do.
Actually, sorry to pause.
Yeah.
Do you remember Make-A-Wish Foundation?
Oh, of course.
Do you remember we were in...
I have an award
when there was
over
like
there for
only a couple
Make-A-Wish.
people doing it. We were like one of the first families
that's
to
what
do
that
it. Do you
award-
remember
years
how-
ago.
And you remember we were all thinking to each other, wow, what an incredible thing
Organization
this is.
this is.
Oh,
now
my
it's
gosh.
exploded. Now it's
Nobody's
incredible.
exploded.
Now
It's so many
John
children.
John Cena holds the title, but that there's an award sitting
Oh yeah,
over
we
on the
used
desk.
to. We had the title.
That's from-
Arnold Schwarzenegger sent us a plaque thanking us for our Make-A-Wish Foundation service.
He did. He
How
did.
cool is that?
just because he was bored.
And he also sent me a plaque for just helping him work out and teaching him everything. I know.
well, that
And
just
Okay.
took everything
Joey,
out
thank
of
you
it.
so much.
All
for
of
that.
this,
Wait,
no, time out. I do have a humidor from Tom Arnold that was Arnold Schwarzenegger, I believe, regifted. Tom gave me, and
You got to
it
bring
had-
it down.
It's
gotta bring it
upstairs,
down
and
to
it
the
has
studio.
it has a card in it. I think it's still in there that says
cool.
"To Tom, love Arnie."
That's awesome.
he, like, he-
Super cool.
yeah.
That's awesome. So anyway, getting back these hats. So season 3, I would give them away. And every year I do a different one. So we have the 92
Of this
we have
show.
the-
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Maybe that'll. Let me.
Oh, you gotta get the reflection in there.
That's-
You go.
gosh.
Look at
Joe.
that. What's that? Is that a stock set shot or
Yeah.
what? What year was that?
And-
do you think?
This was like 94, 95.
So that those hats are over there, but this is kind of crazy. This is Joe
Oh my gosh.
Oh, the Woe hat behind him.
Yeah.
in the
Yes.
hat.
Let me see that.
Joe,
my
if you pull your shoulder, there it is. It's the one right on sitting on top of Joe's shoulder.
There you go. Look at that.
Wow.
There you go.
Crazy, huh?
Yeah, the hat.
Yeah.
So anyway, that wall is going to become like fan appreciation, which brings me to a couple different fan appreciation things. We had a fan appreciation episode, and we remember we chose video questions, and then we talked, and then we also even talked to a couple.
Which, by the way, please keep your video questions coming.
Keep this going.
Go on our YouTube.
Because here's why.
Tell us.
Point.
Yes,
Was
what
it
you're
this
thinking
young
and what
lady?
you want to know the answers to. You have her on your phone?
Instagram.
Oh, I was thinking, wow.
She was on the podcast.
She was on the podcast.
She's a fan of ours.
I'm
She's
not
dope.
100%. I'm
Her
not
name's
100%
Samantha.
sure.
She gave you the T-shirt.
No, I think maybe we got a different. I think we got a little our communication system crossed hairs here.
Wow. We should have rehearsed.
No, do you remember the lady who came
Definitely
on?
should've
She had
rehearsed.
sisters, and then they lost their mom.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Anyway, I was at a convention. Speaking of which,
That's
Samantha.
check out my mug, guys.
That's-
90s con mug.
Oh,
gosh.
nice.
Anyway,
Nice.
Anyway, I was at this convention, and the fans were starting to come up a lot about the podcast, which is so cool, by the way, to have feedback.
It is
like
cool.
that, to see
They're
the
coming up
fans
to us
really
all over
into
the
it.
place about
Anyway,
it.
she made this T-shirt for us. I don't know if you remember her saying that was their family slogan. Anyway, she gave us all T-shirts. So I just wanted to send a shout out, as well as Andy. Can you pass me this little trinket?
Shout out to Samantha.
I don't remember.
That's her name.
Yes.
Oh, really? Was I getting it wrong? I don't remember the boy's name, but a 7-year-old made this for us.
That's cool.
It's of our podcast. He even got Andy's little hair, and me with
so
the hat
cool.
backwards, and Joe and our mug.
Now, look, he had the old logo on there.
the old logo.
We now have the new logo.
so we're gonna have to update this for him.
We'll update it, pal. Don't worry about it, buddy.
You know, we got a lot going
If
on.
you send us stuff, moral of the
Yes,
story
yes.
here, if you send us stuff or give us stuff, we will try to incorporate it into the
We're going to build this studio out over
Yeah.
the next several months. And this thing
The
is going to
pod
be...
to pod.
The pod
Pod
to
to
pod
pod.
is going to
Oh!
look incredible.
Did you guys see this too?
What's the...
I dropped it.
Oh, you
You're not
dropped
gonna be able to see this on the camera, but
Oh, perfect. Just for us, then.
A group of fans.
glad.
A group of fans came up to me with
Yeah?
T-shirts.
No.
Pod to pod.
No, they didn't.
With our faces and our logo.
Well, guess what? We're going to be having some pod to pod merch. We're going to be having new logo merch coming your way.
Yeah,
We're going
we
to have
are.
some hats. We're doing T-shirts. We're
Yeah.
doing mugs.
Yeah.
This one is actually from the Kealani Hotel, which, by the way,
Shout out to Maui.
yes,
Hopefully Maui's doing
our hearts and
okay
prayers
there.
still go with Maui. Do you know that the banyan tree
Is still
in the
alive.
China-
Coming back?
It's growing new.
No way. I
growth.
just got chills.
How beautiful is that? What a, what a symbol of just life persevering through tragedy, right?
I hope that I've been hearing all these different plans that people have for it, and I truly hope that they do it right, and that is by memorializing it, but not the way that they're saying, which is turning it into like a huge park or something. Memorializing it by giving it back to the locals, making
Yes.
it an authentic Hawaiian
Yes.
town again,
Right.
Keeping it in the hands
With
of
all the local
Hawaiians.
trades,
Yes.
people. I know.
That is
It's
what
vital.
I hope they do.
Me too.
Because
Me
that
too.
is what really
Me
needs to
too.
be done with
Me
Lahaina.
too. Me too.
So I just hope that they can pull that off.
I pray for that, but anyway, this is from the Kealani. We had many great memories there as kids.
Shout
we
out
would
to
go
the
here every
Kealani.
summer to the Kealani Hotel, Fairmount Resort. It is one of the
Beautiful.
most beautiful, magical
Some of the best
places.
memories of
we
my
were so
life.
blessed to be able to go there every year as
Yeah.
kids growing up, and we had incredible memories.
you remember-
So, hey, cheers to you guys.
Cheers to the new
I don't-
studio.
I'm not sure- I
Cheers
think
to
new
everybody being here with
Yes.
us.
I guess you could cheers with water. I'm not sure that's
What are you talking
kosher.
about?
You also got to look each other in the eye.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
After
Cheers.
7 years
Look
of
at me.
bad
Oh,
luck.
yeah. In the eye.
So
Cheers,
just,
fellas.
do you remember?
Cheers, everybody.
Do you remember when?
Cheers.
When?
So let's finish-
Hold
catch
on, I'm
everybody
telling
up.
a story.
Oh.
Do you remember when our cousin Neil was in? We went to Miami or Maui, and
Oh, God.
Miami was a different
Andy
trip.
just showed up.
That was a
I
different
know.
trip.
Went to Miami. What the hell are you talking about?
That was a totally other occasion. Let's. So we went to Maui, and he was
speak clearly. That was just strictly. Have you been drinking?
Of course,
What's in this mug?
I'm hanging out with you guys. I have to.
that's not
It's
water.
coffee.
It is
Coffee.
coffee.
All right, go.
Maui, he gets to the beach. I don't think he's ever been at that time. He was never in the ocean like that in the tropics. And
yeah.
tradition in Hawaii is you get off the plane and you go find the ocean. You jump in. That's like
of
you have to
course.
do it. So
course.
we all went down to the beach and he's like, guys, there it is, the water. It's prettier than I expected. And he takes off all of his stuff. He's running towards it and he jumps. And he jumps like full in Superman dive right as the tide goes out. And he lands face first in like sand, that wet, sloppy.
sloppy sand.
I remember that.
Wet, sloppy
I remember
sand.
that. That was genius. No, it was like out of a movie. It
really was.
Surf was in.
Yeah.
He leaps. Surf goes out.
Ah,
That was
Great.
amazing.
Funny. Neil, shout out to our cousin
time.
Neil.
Hey, Neil.
Yeah.
Miss you, bro.
Yeah. So what else,
you just
guys?
say?
Bro, I
Neither
want to
one of
say
you guys
miss you,
anything
Blue.
right now. This guy can't even talk. I miss you, Blue, bro.
apparently we got the same thing in our mugs.
You guys, well,
Whatever it
you
is.
guys do live together. We are in your house.
Matt and I both got a little dental work done this morning.
It's these veneers. I'm
got
still
you.
getting used to
Can't speak with him anymore. Look at that. It's created quite a little situation for myself. The Griswold family Christmas.
Oh
tree.
yeah, another great list
Or-
moment.
Oh, amazing.
I think it was Hot Shots.
Hot Sharks, and then it continues.
Wow, you
Hot
guys are.
Sharks,
That's a whole other film.
Hot Sharks. I love it. Oh, I love
Hot
it.
Shots Part
Whoa.
2. No,
Oh,
Hot Shots
my
Part
God.
2. I think when the president started to talk like this.
Yes,
he had those
yes,
duck teeth or
yes, he did.
bunny teeth.
Put in-
Yeah.
Oh God, Hot Shots Part 1 and Part 2.
Oh,
were
boy,
very-
they
We're
were-
making a new one.
I-
Making a
Are
new
they
Hot
really?
Shots.
with Nielsen.
What?
No.
Nielsen? No.
No.
Man,
Hot
it's
Shots.
Naked Gun.
Naked
We're talking
Gun.
about Charlie
Oh.
Sheen. Although a new Hot Shots would be.
They are working on
oh,
that.
God.
They are working on.
Are
new
they
Hot
really?
Shots.
I just got lucky with
Oh,
the gaff.
so funny.
Yeah,
but you
it's funny.
can't do without Charlie Sheen.
Well, maybe they're going to
Bring
bring
him
him back.
back.
Wouldn't that be great? I know. Unfortunately, you can't bring Leslie Nielsen back to the new Naked Gun because Leslie Nielsen is no longer with us, unfortunately. But
rest in peace.
they are going to get, I guess, Liam Neeson in there, which could be funny. Liam can be very funny. It'll be different, but he's dry, so that's good because Leslie Nielsen was dry, and that's
true.
what works so much about that comedy.
It does.
Yeah,
Because he was the same thing. He was a dramatic actor, and he didn't even think that the comedy thing was going to work. Leslie Nielsen, I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he did it, and they didn't even think the movie was necessarily going to work. And it worked so big.
So many dramatic actors have done that.
Isn't that
though.
interesting?
Yeah, look at Robert De Niro. I mean, in like Meet the Fockers
That's
and
true.
Meet the Parents.
When you think about it.
Super.
But not quite the comedic level.
No. Well, Leslie Nielsen was.
Oh, my.
I think Daniel Day needs to do a comedy.
Daniel
Oh,
Day-Lewis.
my God.
Him and
Yeah.
Pacino.
Yeah.
Real slapstick.
Oh,
A
God.
buddy pick?
Dumb and Dumber 3 or 4.
and Dumber
or-
3.
Oh, God.
Daniel Day and Pacino.
Oh, my God.
You guys are really
That'd be
something
such an
else.
odd.
Can you imagine him doing that? We got no food. We got no beer. Our beds are falling off.
Yeah.
I'm not happy. Anyway.
I'm not happy.
But guys.
So anyway, let's catch everybody up. So
Yeah.
The
it's
new
been an incredible
Pod to Pod,
journey.
baby. The new Pod to Pod. We're
We
here.
built this out. We, got
All
the
of our
help of friends and family. I mean,
banded
everybody's been
together.
jumping
It was
into-
pretty cool.
Yeah,
Pretty
it was
cool,
super
actually.
cool. And we
Really
are just
cool.
so stoked with the start of it.
Yeah.
And like we said, we're just building it out. And it's
It's
going to
a
be so
rebirth.
cool. And we're going to have some really cool guests and
are.
friends in studio with us.
Oh, yeah. It's
gonna be
We're also
super
gonna have
cool,
the ability to
guys.
play some music in here, which is so much
Yeah.
fun.
This is, by the way,
Pull
the
up
other
the
half
keyboard.
of this is our music studio.
That's right.
Basically, because the response has been so wonderful, and the fans and everybody and the supporters and has been out of this world.
It has.
It's enabled us to upgrade.
Yep.
And so here we are.
we
Welcome to Brotherly Love Pod 2.0.
Yeah.
I think we said that already in the beginning of this.
I don't think we did,
Was
but
that
it
the
doesn't
first
matter.
time we said the 2.0 thing?
I
Maybe
think this
have we
is.
just been saying that so much for
I
the
think
past
we've been
3
saying
days?
that off camera.
That's what
Yeah.
it
I don't
is.
think anyone's ever
Every
heard
day
us.
we wake up and we go, you guys ready?
Pod
2.0.
We got to put a point 2.0 on
No, we
there.
don't.
Yeah, no. That would
Overruled.
Yeah,
Great.
It's always majority rule with the three of us, by the way.
Oh, yeah, that is
No
an
matter what
interesting
we
thing.
do in life.
Why are you giving away our secrets?
Well, that's
That
not a
is our
secret. Pretty much people have been doing majority rule for thousands of years.
it's our secret
That's how the
sauce.
Roman Empire was built. It's majority rules.
Rome
I mean,
fell
Caesar got
quickly.
together with a couple other
Oh,
dudes.
have you heard about
E
this, by the way?
tu brutai.
Have you heard about this, by the way?
Et tu, Brute.
Have you seen this going around social media? That
I haven't.
women had no idea that men think about the Roman Empire at least once a week. Every man thinks about the Roman Empire at least once a week.
That's an interesting
Like,
statistic,
that's a
Matt.
thing. No, it's true. I'm
It's
not
true?
Kidding. No, I'm not kidding. Go
I gotta be
research
honest
this.
with you,
Can I
bud.
ask all of
Men
our
talk
female
about it.
fans
I
out
gotta be
there,
honest
Did you
with-
not know?
Well,
First of all, it's going
can
on
I be
social
honest with you?
media.
Wait a minute.
Ladies, I'm with you. I didn't know men thought about the Roman Empire once a week.
Can I just?
I don't.
Can I go on a limb? Yeah, and say I am a
Maybe you're
man.
but I don't know.
I am a man.
We
and
think about the Roman Empire
I
a
have
lot.
not thought about the Roman Empire.
Talk about it
in
a
I think
lot.
about Porsches
we
once a
talk
week.
about it a lot when we talk about like the comparison between.
I don't talk
you know,
about
any big
Rome often.
civilization that starts to get too top heavy and then crumbles all of a sudden, whether
Right,
due to
right.
inflation
Right,
or
right.
civil unrest
Right.
or corrupt leaders. You know, these are all the things that we start to see mirrored in history, and I feel like it's right. I do.
That makes sense.
I can remember at least twice in the last month where the Roman Empire has come up.
What about
in
the
a
other 2
conversation
weeks?
with another guy that I've been talking about?
My
seen
daughter,
flaws.
my middle daughter, Libby, was studying the Roman Empire last
See?
year, so we
It's
talked
going
about it a
around.
lot. It's
That was
going
last
around.
what it is?
year.
It was last year.
You want to hear my take on it?
That's my point. It wasn't.
Do you want to hear my take on this whole thing?
We've been hearing it. But
I
we'll hear
think
it
it's
some more.
the collective subconscious
Yes.
of the entire species
Yeah.
So,
feeling like
we're
something's happening.
We might be crumbling.
Something's
and we
happening.
might be mirroring what
The sun
happened
is
over there
the-
in Rome.
The sun has vanished in California. It's all we have out here is the
know.
sun. And
Strange.
now we don't have that. So now we don't
Very
have anything.
odd.
Very weird.
And we've had humidity above 50%.
Humid like crazy.
Right now it's 74% humidity.
It's
outside
crazy. That's
right now.
Florida. It's crazy.
It's
crazy.
That is very tropical.
Another.
I mean, my lizards love
Yeah.
it. By the way, sorry, I just got to throw this in here.
It's okay,
Guys, I'm going to
Matt.
be able to bring
Go ahead. It's
all of my lizards down
we
here. Not
can't
all
wait.
at once, because they honestly wouldn't all fit down here.
Yeah.
But one at a time.
Yeah.
I'll be bringing them down for random interviews on the podcast.
And they talk. You guys want to see
Oh,
something crazy?
yeah.
Dude, they talk.
Just wait until we get like new animals added to the family.
Oh, boy.
And we're bringing the
liking my
babies
cage.
down.
Please, no more excuses for animals.
Oh, lots of excuses.
Can I
for
just
an-
say?
always an
time out,
excuse
time
for
out.
animals.
Can I just say we kind of talked about this yesterday because I have a little bit of an issue. Somehow Matt decided
one, huh?
it was
Just
well
one
a
issue?
few issues, but the one that's really pressing is somehow Matt decided it would be okay to build a greenhouse 3 feet from my bedroom window.
Terrible.
And there's
Terrible.
a freaking tree frog.
No.
No. In the middle of the night, I get some tree frog that's literally going. What the hell is going on, dude?
Okay, so
Yeah.
Andy is correct
A
about
dumpy
this.
tree frog. That's
Yeah,
what
my
you
That
said.
happened to
dumpy-
me with
That's
my
my
daughters
dumpy.
for 17 years.
No, I was
So
like,
the middle of the
Matt,
night is,
Hold on, here's what happened. No, I have the greenhouse out there for the Aussie water dragons, which don't make any noises.
Aussie
They're actually,
water
you wouldn't even
dragons.
know they're there, but
they're actually pretty
beautiful.
cool.
They're very
When I
cool.
take a shower, I can stare right into the greenhouse, and they're usually looking at me.
No, they usually
not.
look
Yeah.
at Andy.
Yeah,
It's very good.
And then the sun's
you're
there.
a poor excuse for a man.
Then no.
You have a British accent.
Never,
You're Australian.
never. They
Look at this guy.
And the
Yeah.
other one's a
There's
peeping Tom.
There's the alpha, mate.
He's got little
Oh, yeah.
binoculars.
Yeah.
Look at
Andy
the
feels
alpha.
very exposed.
Are you call that your anatomy?
No.
Apparently the shower's cold.
I do take cold showers.
off to me, Australian water dragon. I love that.
I do take
So
cold
anyway,
showers.
so the greenhouse has the perfect climate for any Australian species in there,
Including
'Cause that's-
dumpies.
So there's these little
Dumpies.
baby dumpy
Yeah.
tree frogs. They're called Australian dumpy frogs.
I said,
Dumpies.
Matt, what the hell's
if you
making
could
that noise? He goes,
is there any way we could pop up a picture of a dumpy tree frog from Google up here on our thing?
Well, that's the one thing
while
he-
I keep
That's the
talking?
one
That's
thing
the
he
one
can't
thing
do
he
yet.
said we
We're not
can't
fully
do that.
operational.
That's
The
literally
Death Star is not
literally-
fully operational, you
Okay.
idiot. Death
something
Star
moved.
is not fully operational.
Oh! Hey! Look how cute they are, everybody.
Wow.
That is an Aussie dumpy tree frog.
Can
Now,
I-
let me give you
can
some
I-
really.
Can I just say something
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now?
Yeah.
That face,
It's adorable.
it looks like he just took a shit. Look at that. He's
got
like,
a guilty little face, isn't
oh,
it?
that felt so good. Did
Probably 'cause he's
anybody hear that? Did
keeping
anybody
me
hear
up
that? 'Cause
at
I
night.
just
I
let
think
one
that's
out.
the face of like maybe he let a little gas
yeah,
slide.
Yeah. An SPD, dude. An SPD. Silent but deadly.
Why is he so
anyway.
ferociously loud?
Okay, so here's the thing, and I didn't know this, but dumpy tree frogs. Okay, they come
Is ferociously
from
a
Australia.
word?
Now, Australia.
Ferocious. is the
Ferocious.
word. What did you say? Ferociously. That
Yeah.
would be a V.
Veracity? Is that a word?
Veracity.
Veracity.
Yes. Velocity.
No.
Velociraptor.
That's another
Ferocious,
totally different
ferocious.
species, but yes, huh?
Can I finish my story about the dumpy tree
Sure.
frogs?
Dude, I'm
So
enthralled. I
come-
know everybody out there is.
Okay, so they come from
I'm
Australia.
bored.
Australia
Yeah.
has a wavering, kind of like California, similar to wavering climate. They have a very dry, again, usually we haven't had it, very dry, hot summer and a very moist, cool
I
winter.
don't like the word moist.
I know. Well,
It's a
no
weird
one
word.
does. Do.
Yeah.
And a
I'm a
very
little moist.
and a very humid.
Ugh.
It can rain a lot over there in the wintertime. Anyway, so they have this waxy skin that allows them. Tree frogs are usually tropical, right?
Right.
But they go through these droughts. They have this waxy skin which allows them to seal in moisture so that
Cool.
they don't dry out and they can remain a tree frog in the tree in the desert. Anyway,
That's really cool, actually.
when it rains, it triggers
It pours?
breeding season.
That's an old saying.
Because
It
they have a
pours.
very short window to lay their eggs, which needs to hatch in water, become
my God, it's a
tadpoles,
mating call?
develop in the water.
It's
and
a
then hatch
mating
out of-
call?
before the water dries up. So what happened
You're
was
keeping me up at night because this thing is horny?
Yeah.
yes, exactly. So what happened was I have a male and I
The
have a female.
dumpy tree frog?
Yes, so the
impeding
male-
on my sleep because
So
it
the
wants to get
male-
laid.
So the male.
Do you have another one,
know
or
what's
is it
funny?
just calling out?
Actually, I think the dumpy trio and Andy have a little competition when it comes to that.
No.
going on. That's what I think is what's
Well,
going on.
I do-
To be
I do-
honest, To be honest, I hear the tree frog and then I hear some other stuff coming out of
no
Andy's
way,
room
dude.
as
Is
well.
that the tree frog or is that Andy?
Yeah, it's pretty much. It's pretty much. Pretty much.
I open my
Let's just be
windows
real
at
here.
night and go, try to attract.
Yeah.
Is this girl incredible or what?
Oh my god! Oh
Yeah.
my gosh!
Yeah.
Wow.
I you know.
Pick
Wasn't
on
the
my
window?
frogs, I
It
gotta
wasn't the
write
window.
them
It was
down
actually
for
a
you.
mirror. Andy
Time
was
to
looking at
settle
himself.
down.
So anyway,
Look at this weird. This frog looks just as frog looks just like me.
we've had a lot of,
my god,
we
it
had-
is me.
We had a little bit of a summer. We have a little bit of a summer, and then all of a sudden fall kicks in.
Yeah.
it gets humid. The misters go back on in the cage to simulate rain.
Right.
Simulates breeding season for the first time. They've grown up, and we got a male. Now here's the problem. Yeah. Now here's the problem with the call. Again, in a dry climate, they have to spread out much more than normal tree frogs would in the jungle. They can all be clustered. There's a lot more bugs, a lot more humidity, right?
Right.
So their call has to travel long distances. So the frequency that they've adapted to project can actually travel through walls.
Okay.
What?
So that's why
Through
Andy
walls?
gets this kind of sonic resonance in his room.
Oh my God.
From my tree frogs. And I apologize about that. And I'm probably going to move the dumpies
I
to
totally
another corner of
apologize
the
about
yard.
that. I apologize.
Because to be honest,
I'm probably
there
going to move the... You? No, the dumpies. Damn it.
There was, I know, I wish I could just move Andy. No. But there was,
That's what Andy's
I
thinking.
actually felt bad. There was one night where I was sleeping there, and I heard it. And I'm
No
like
way.
50 feet from Andy's room, and I'm thinking,
Whoa, that's crazy. Yeah.
yeah. Anyway, I apologize about that.
Well,
but I'll
listen,
take care of the dumpy
I'm so
tree
sorry I
frogs.
don't live with you guys.
But I'm going to bring
No,
some
not.
dumpies down here.
Yeah.
We'll get some live one. But hey,
As long as you don't take
Sam,
a dumpy down here.
Killer picture, buddy.
This is no
Love that.
dumpy
Thank
area.
you, man.
You can bring them down. Just
Can we
can't
get
take
rid of
one.
this thing now?
It's
Oh,
haunting
Sam, would
Andy's
you please eliminate the
nightmares.
dumpy frog?
it's
There it
cute,
is.
but-
Back to the new logo, everybody.
Hey, I don't know
Hey,
what
bring
are we
it up.
talking about?
2.0.
Oh, here we go.
Sam, can we bring up a 2.0? Oh my God, we're
my
just
gosh.
overutilizing this new capability.
Where are we going with? I forget where we did.
I have no idea where you were going. You've driven the whole first third
We
of this
were
episode,
talking
and you know what? Nobody cares.
No, we were talking, and then I interjected with the dumpy, and I don't know
Yes.
what I cut off. Is what I'm saying.
I don't
forget
either.
where we were.
I don't either. But I don't either. I don't know. You know, one of the things I've talked about in this is that I'd like to talk about, sort of hot topics and headlines and things like this. This is one of the
Joe
things.
Are
loves
you
his
bringing
hot
up
topics.
this diarrhea story?
Yes!
Is that what you?
Oh, my
Lord.
favorite
This is
story.
months
So listen,
old.
trying
It's
to
not
talk
hot
about-
anymore.
It's a couple months old, but
No,
listen,
it's not a hot
it's
topic.
Joe's
He's
just
been
absolutely
obsessed.
infatuated
He's
with this
obsessed.
story.
There are two stories that I
He
like.
keeps telling me this story
Number one,
over and over.
I'm paraphrasing,
again.
and I may even have the story wrong. But I like to
He's
just
already
It's
smiling.
already his story.
Look, and he's smiling too
Which is
already. He's already happy
A
because he's
plane
getting
had
his
to
shot to
land-
tell this story.
A plane had to land
Yeah.
due to
Diarrhea.
Diarrhea. A guy had to take a crap on a plane, and there was so much diarrhea they had to land the plane.
What?
That's what they said.
It said it
I'm
was
not-
rolling down
am
the
I-
aisles.
Wasn't that a story?
Who are you
Tim?
asking?
Anybody? I'm asking the team. I'm telling you. So apparently somebody took a bowel movement on a plane, and there was so much movement that
No.
they had to. Yeah, they had
Come
to
on,
land
there's
the
got to be
plane.
more to this story.
So it dropped 10,000. It did one of those 10,000 feet
and
things,
all the shit
and all
back
this
up.
and all the stuff. came back up.
Yes.
I actually just made that up, but it
Yeah,
sounds
no.
better
Is
than
that what
Joe's
it is?
story.
Let's see here. Hold on.
Oh no!
Thank you so much. Delta flight forced into emergency landing by passengers' diarrhea. It became a biohazard.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, man.
How does that even happen?
Passengers suffered severe diarrhea on a plane, and the plane had to land immediately due to the biohazard risk. How crazy is that? Isn't that unbelievable?
That's a lot.
Now, my question is,
I'm
like-
sure maybe it was a smell issue.
well, no, but my question is, how much diarrhea was?
It must have been explosive.
How much was
What was
in
that
this
movie where it just
person?
explodes all over the wall? What was that
Well, it
movie?
was Bridesmaids when they did it in the street.
Oh,
that was
one.
the best.
But what was the one?
I love
There's
that movie.
another one where-
Bridesmaids when she can't contain her. She's like, "No, I got it," and she just sits in the street.
Oh,
Oh,
my
God, it was brilliant.
gosh.
Such a great movie. But
I mean, because everybody
we've
once
all
in their
done
life.
that.
We've all
been
shit in the
We've all
street.
been in wedding dresses and taken a shit.
You know,
Is that what you're saying?
No,
at least
What's
once
the
a
matter with you?
year.
We've all done that.
We talk about Rome once a
I
week.
just got finished saying,
And we shit in the
she was
street
in a
once a
dress
year.
in the middle of the street.
No, I meant we've
couldn't
all-
control herself and took a crap.
We've all
And you
had-
said
no,
we've all done that.
had that moment where there's nothing you could do. I mean, and you have it's this emergency, and either you get to a toilet or you don't. But
You've actually been there where you haven't gotten to the toilet?
oh yeah, dude.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
What toilet? Where were you?
I was in a car. It was a disaster.
Oh my, no.
yeah, it was a disaster.
How did you, what happened?
I
Were there
threw-
other
I
people
threw
in
away
there?
my clothes.
I
was
threw out-
alone.
I threw out the car.
I was alone.
I threw the car
I was
out. I was
alone.
on a-
Thank goodness.
You took a crap while driving?
I pulled under a dark
That's not the
bridge.
way it was. It was just like some happened
I
to
pulled-
escape. I couldn't
I
deal.
pulled under a dark
It wasn't
bridge.
like I just kind of just went, well, I'm just going to go.
These guys are really on one.
Ah, much better.
Then I-
roll down the window, courtesy for myself.
Let me waste it. See how much longer
No,
I have for this ride.
that is not what happened at all.
Oh, another hour and 43 minutes in this road
Oh
trip. That's terrible.
no! I was like, it was like a 30-minute ride home from an appointment. I had a lot of nerves from an audition or something. I'd also eaten something that clearly had destroyed my stomach.
Right.
I was stuck in traffic. I was trying desperately. I was trying to get to a gas station. I was literally trying to do everything. I I just was like, it just
You just came out.
it's a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah, I couldn't help it, and
Wow.
and then I literally just threw
You
everything
tried not
away.
to sneeze. You sneezed. A little bit came out, and the rest is history, right?
Awful.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. Well, listen, this
The only other time that happened with me was pee, but I was like 7 years old.
so it's happened more than
And you know
once.
why? You know why?
You know, they say if things happen more than once, it's,
Matt's
Do you
truck
remember-
looks like Howard Hughes' bedroom.
Do you remember?
It's got bottles of urine
Jars of
everywhere.
urine everywhere.
And, like,
Do you remember-
He's got long toenails.
It's
and they
very
just
weird.
scrape-
Yo, I could
it's
show you
the
my
gas
toenails
pedal.
right now to prove.
he just
Ew.
cut his toenails. I heard
That's
it.
not
Thank
true.
God.
It was like a.
He brought out the
at
jackhammer from
at
Dumb and
night,
Dumber.
it's a-
No, that sound was a saw.
It was a saw.
But I was cutting shims for the bottom of this table.
No,
I
he
wasn't.
just-
I wasn't
he used his-
sawing my toenails.
He used his toenails to level the table. That's how
Gosh.
gnarly they were.
Shims. Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. All right. Very interesting.
Yeah.
I think this is actually Amazon calling me. Can I take this call? Hello?
Do you have a package?
Yeah. Who's this? Interesting. Okay.
Oh, great.
Yeah, let me. I'll tell you what. You can just, if you want.
Can you tell we're on a podcast
Yeah,
right now?
we're actually filming a podcast right now. So if you want, just leave it on top there for me. Just leave it on top.
Of course,
the call
Joe's
box.
package.
All
This is
right?
going to bring up an interesting.
Thanks so much.
This is going to be very interesting, actually, right now.
Joe has a package arrive.
Joe has
every 14 hours.
Joe has never been addicted to anything, cigarettes, alcohol, drugs, anything like that. He's never been a
Just
sex addict, nothing.
packages.
Just packages. This is Joe's addiction, and we finally nailed it. As you
Christmas
see,
guy. I love
he'll interrupt
Christmas.
the podcast to make sure it's
I
packages.
love Christmas. I love Christmas.
Oh, is it Christmas already?
It's not. Well, it's Christmas is coming up. It's already a countdown.
You are
to
out of your
Christmas.
mind.
Christmas in September.
It's Christmas in September. Of course.
Christmas
it
in
is.
October.
It's no, but it's
What the
coming,
hell?
guys. The countdown happens quickly.
No, you know what's crazy?
You gotta,
actually,
you got to get these things before
You're-
they go out.
no.
If you want to think of special gifts for people, you
kids,
gotta start
right?
thinking about this stuff.
You're right.
Yeah, I got the kids.
No, you know,
Those
and-
Labo candles sell out real quick.
No, it's not.
No, but you know what's
candles,
you know what?
Andy.
Honestly, though, Libby, your daughter was
Yeah.
here the other day, and she was talking about her Christmas.
Oh, I
list.
wonder where she
yeah.
gets it from.
Oh yeah.
So I was thinking, oh, here
Curious.
we go.
The
Wow.
apple
Well,
falls
look,
so
that year
far
flew
from the
by.
tree.
And they fly by so much quicker when you have kids.
I'm sure it's just
And,
like
you know, I
is it
love Christmas, but
you
you
want
know,
it to
it is
slow
about-
down, but it just keeps speeding up.
It
It feels like
exponentially goes
wow.
quicker and quicker and quicker. So yeah, so all that stuff you got to start thinking about this stuff. You know, I mean, we're cruising down to Halloween.
Or
You know,
we
we're
could
already
be
in the month
past
of
Halloween.
October. I mean, you know, before you know it, it'll be Thanksgiving, and then Santa Claus is coming.
Joe,
I
you
mean,
don't
it's
even know what
crazy,
month
guys.
it is.
It's October.
Wow.
It is, and we're cruising.
Is it?
It
Or
is
is it
October.
November?
No, it's October, bro.
Maybe.
Wow, this guy, maybe. Andy's living in his own realm where he can, maybe it is, but maybe you know what? Maybe it's November.
Oh boy.
Maybe it is, Andy. It
depends on what part of the world
I know
you're in.
why you're having trouble speaking. Because apparently... we should just cut to like... You know when they used to do those old frames where it would just be like technical difficulties?
has all the
Yeah,
bars.
all
Can
the
we
bars.
do that?
Yeah. And we're back. Sorry about that. We had a technical difficulty.
Andy's completely been like, seriously, Andy's
In a different outfit. We've shot him with something. He's like this. Just
medicated.
He's drooling.
and then it cuts to a slow insert shot of
Oh,
the table.
got
And I've
it.
got a little
Yeah.
trigger button.
Yeah,
It has
yeah.
a little wire going Andy's leg that triggers him to do something.
Love being here with you guys.
Yeah, that's great.
A weird scar from
We've got him under control. Right. What the
lobotomy.
hell? Oh my gosh.
Took it way too far.
We've been there. We keep
Lobotomies.
talking about them.
No, that you keep talking about lobotomies,
fear.
not us.
Why? I wasn't around for the lobotomy
It's a fear
conversation.
of mine.
I think we did.
We did.
go-
We
Really?
did.
I think on another episode.
We talked about lobotomies.
I think Andy did. I
I don't know why.
That's weird.
What did I see? Maybe it was American Heart.
Oh yeah, because you want to hear. This is a very interesting little factoid about Andy.
Oh yeah, you were talking about this.
yeah. Andy has a
You come
very
by,
weird
and
sleeping.
besides the dumpy tree frogs that are always screaming,
Yeah.
you heard something else screaming when you walked
Well,
by, and it
here's-
wasn't Andy.
No,
Well,
it
there's
wasn't
dumpy-
Andy.
well,
And it
there's
wasn't
dumpy-
anybody Andy was with.
No.
Okay.
So Andy
Just to
has
get all
this,
that out.
Yeah, Andy has this weird thing where he likes to fall asleep to either horror movies or crime dramas or like mystery killer solve
You know,
type
I got to be
stuff.
honest with you. A good murder.
LA Confidential is one of my favorite
And it's the
movies.
weirdest. Well, that's a
And
great
it's
movie.
very hush hush.
That's a great movie.
I
That's
fall
not what I'm
asleep to it
talking
all the
about.
time.
I'm talking about the fact that I walk by Andy's room at like 1 in the
Basinger's
morning,
dream.
and you hear this. It's like a slasher, you know, like somebody's like, I'm like, what? All night long.
Oh, my
And I'm like,
God.
I watch a
it's
lot
gotta
of
be
movies.
terrible for his subconscious. It's going into his mind all night while he's sleeping.
I'm not sleeping.
I
I'm
go to
watching
sleep
them.
to Disney's Sword in the Stone, which I
There you
highly
go.
recommend. It's one of the best
Oh, now
movies
that's a great
of
one.
all
It's a
time.
great one.
Along with Peter Pan and Jungle Book and a couple other of my favorites. Andy goes to sleep to the Saw franchise. So
Yeah,
it's a slight
exactly.
different.
It's awful. I'm serious. That's what it sounds like coming out of the room.
Well, I gotta be
movie.
honest with you. I do like a good murder docuseries. Every
Oh
now
my
and then.
gosh,
These
yes.
Murdoch murders.
Well,
Or
they're-
the Staircase.
2020.
Oh, whoa,
that was great.
That was
But
nuts.
I
huh?
see the difference for me than any. When
My
I watch
ex,
those,
the killer.
I'm like amped up.
Yeah.
My adrenaline's running, so I can't watch those before bed. They
Right.
also freak me out. I don't like it. Right?
You never liked it.
No, me-
We used to watch Unsolved Mysteries when we were kids. You
That's
hated
right. I
that
used to
too.
hate that too.
You
I
had
don't like
nightmares.
it.
You'd come
I
sneak
don't
in
like
my
it.
room.
That's
Then I'd
exactly
kick
right.
you out and you'd cry, and I would feel bad, and then let you back in. But
I know. I know.
But
Now-
you make him wear socks.
Now
right?
and when I try to sneak into Andy's
Did you
room,
smell his feet? No, he had to wear socks in my bed. I wasn't going to let him in. Joey, can I sleep with you? Here's some socks. Put them on. I would keep a bin of socks, new socks, fresh socks, that I'd make Matt put on before he shared his
true.
bed with me.
They
It was
weren't
disgusting.
new.
You know,
He'd be
out
out
running. This guy
They were
is
your holy
Mowgli.
socks.
Yeah,
He'd be
it's
out
true.
in the deep woods, running all day. First of all, he then fake showers. Remember when Dad would find him?
He'd
he'd
sleep on
go
the
in the
floor. I
bathroom.
don't know what
and
you're dealing with
shower, go shower. He would shower. Sure, he would. No, he wouldn't. He'd go in there. He'd turn the shower on. He'd sit on the bathroom floor
Yeah,
for like
take a-
30 minutes.
take a nap.
Do you know why?
And then he'd reek.
Do you know
He would
why?
reek.
Do you know
What?
why?
I honestly, mental problems.
do you?
I don't know. I don't have a clinical explanation.
Do you remember
but what
Wild?
was it?
Do you remember
Yeah.
Wild? Do you remember Wild America? It was
I do.
a PBS
Wild
show.
America. What was the guy's name?
What was his name? I
come
was
on.
a kid. I could see his face.
Who was the host of Wild America? Can we pull that up, Sam?
Anyway, when I was a kid, that's literally all I watched.
He had a beard.
I recorded them on VHS and burned out the VHS.
Dude, you made me
tapes.
watch all of them with you.
Yeah, of
and they were
course.
great. Remember, it was like, this is Wild America.
There was an episode of Wild America that really
On PBS.
that really impacted me.
Yeah.
And he was talking about how we are getting detached from the natural world. We live in our homes with air conditioning. We shower
This was
every
before the
day.
smartphones and crap,
right now.
right?
I know
Oh my
you think
God.
about it, and we're
Or TikTok
We're
and
going from
IG.
our climate controlled vehicles to our climate controlled offices to our
Right.
climate controlled homes, and we're
Right.
really getting ourselves cut off
Right.
from the wild. And he said, and believe it or not, when I'm out here in the wild, I don't wear deodorants, perfumes, or things that can alert nature to a
That I'm
foreign
here.
presence.
Right, right.
If I'm smelling more human, it's actually more natural, and you can blend into the environment
Right.
better.
This BO
So-
disintegrates when the wind
So
hits it.
no, but not true. Like animals can still smell that, but they'll smell it as human, not as like foreign chemical, and not as that.
Right.
So yes, they can still be scared. But if you as a human slowly integrate your presence into that environment, it will be
Right.
absorbed naturally into that, and your scent will be naturally absorbed in the environment. If you're going in there with all these chemicals, it won't be. So I took it too far and decided
Yeah.
I'm not going to bathe because as a little kid, like I didn't know exactly
Right,
what that
right.
meant, right?
Yeah.
So that's what
And
that.
you tried to
That's what that
hang
was.
out with me in my room. And,
Yes.
And unlike the animals, I
Talk
didn't
about
like
yin
that
and yang.
smell. Yeah.
Joe and I are yin and yang.
I
on
did
this
not
one.
like that smell. I did
Yeah.
not like that smell. I was
Yeah, I
like,
get it.
what is wrong with you, bro?
I get it. I do.
mean, you reeked to the point where I remember Dad was,
Hey, Marty Stauffer!
Marty Stauffer!
The face triggered
I
the
told you he had a
name.
beard. I told you he had a beard.
I knew he had a beard, and he had a brother, and I love that.
He had
And
a
it was
brother?
The brother. They were a brother team. His brother was behind the camera, and he was in front of the camera. And
That
I
is
also
so
respected
cool.
that. I really loved that as
Whatever
well.
happened to Wild Americas?
Well,
I
so
know
they
it was
did.
on
They
forever,
did. They
right?
did a movie
It was a movie.
with Devon Sawa. Do you remember this movie? Devon Sawa, I think, played Marty.
Wasn't it Jonathan Taylor Thomas?
No, I'm pretty sure it was Devon Sawa.
I think they were both in it, actually.
Or maybe Taylor Thomas played the brother.
Maybe that's what it is.
I think that's what it was.
Hold on, I'll look it up.
So
Just
anyway,
keep talking.
they were when it comes to domestic, and I need domestic as in, the U.S. soil, naturalists, they were the top.
Jonathan
And
Taylor Thomas and Devon Sawa. Hey,
we got to watch this movie.
Have
was
fun.
Was it good?
I don't know. I don't know, but
Oh, I'm sure it was a real
know.
banger.
anyway, so that's what I went to sleep with that, and currently I'm going to sleep to Night on Earth. Oh, Netflix, everybody check it out.
Night
It's
on
so
Earth.
soothing. They take all these cameras that were specifically designed to be able to capture light at
Probably Sony's.
really low definition, to the point where it's a brand new technology. And when I say it looks like day, pitch black, not even on a bright moonlit night, looks like day with these cameras. So you
Really?
can see all these behaviors that they've never seen before from all these different animals. And they go in the ocean. They go on the plains in Africa. I highly suggest it. The person who narrates it has this beautiful voice. It's really soothing.
Chris
It's all
Hemsworth.
kind of on a because it's basically looks like day for night. No, it's definitely a lady. I think she's South African.
In
I'm
the
not
deep of
100%
the
sure.
sea.
Anyway, but
That's right.
no. I don't want to fall asleep to Hemsworth every night. Thank
Of
you.
course you do.
The sweet,
Hey,
lovely
Matt.
voice of
Hello.
this lady is
Hello, Matt.
perfect.
Yeah. Close your eyes.
You guys should watch it. There was one
Drift
moment.
off into the
There's
night.
one moment where it's the flamingos.
Picture me without my
Guys,
shirt.
Drift off to the
The
stars.
sound, the score.
mate.
What is it?
It's called. They have this one scene
Oh,
where
yeah,
they show
Matty.
flamingos at night out in the salt lakes.
Flamingos. I love flamingos.
Dude, it is one of the most beautifully shot things I've ever seen in all movies and everything. And then the score that comes underneath it literally almost like moved me.
Is it the
was
Miami
so
Vice theme
beautiful.
song?
Yeah, that's what would move Joe.
Flamingos. Yeah.
And then what? And then
John Hammer's
That's
theme
why I
song.
brought it up.
Flamingo.
Crockett comes in.
Crockett.
It's really
Tubbs.
beautiful. I wish I could
Tubbs.
pop it up
Miami
on here
Vice.
right now.
I'm going to remake that show. I want to remake it. I think it's so
the
timely.
next pod, you should just do Miami Vice theme.
Yeah.
For the clothes.
I will. I'll rock the
You know
white
what
suit.
kind of one I want
white
to have
linen.
on this one is the secret of my success.
Oh my gosh.
If
you have not seen- Yes.
I love that
Yep.
soundtrack. What was that?
Yep.
David.
25 hours a day. Na 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 na. Na 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 na.
So good.
Yeah, buddy.
Secret of My Success is one of my favorite movies, man.
And I'm living 25 hours a day.
24, but
They said 25
25,
because they had the
25,
edge.
He's pushing it even
gave him the
further.
edge.
And
That's
Michael
right.
J. Fox.
Everybody does 24. We're gonna do 25.
Exactly.
man,
All right.
that movie.
That was
I
one
love
of
when
the
he
best
looks and he,
movies
when something happens and he goes, "No, if I'm gonna go home, I'm coming home my own jet."
to his parents.
Oh,
They're like, "Are you sure we can't buy you a ticket?" He's
Oh,
like,
I
"No,
know.
Mom, I'm not going to do it. If I'm doing this, I'm doing this my own way."
Dude.
And he's shucking corn.
I
And he
know.
goes, as Michael J. Fox can only do because he's so brilliant.
Oh,
he goes,
man.
"No, Mom. If I come back here, I'm going to come back." And he's got the corn shucked. He goes, "I'm going to come back in my own jet." Like that. It's awesome. By the way, if you haven't seen Secret of My Success,
What a movie.
One of the coolest movies ever. Directed by Herbert Ross, who directed some great movies.
I didn't even know
But
that.
this movie is so good. It's so good. It's so uplifting. It came out in 1987. I remember
know.
seeing it. I love it.
For some reason,
David Foster did the
I just-
soundtrack.
I just thought-
David Foster is the bomb with 80s soundtracks.
What if it was directed by Herbert Godfrey?
Herbert Godfrey.
Funny.
No, it's Gilbert Godfrey.
Gilbert.
His name's not
Gilbert,
Herbert.
that's what it is. Gilbert
Herbert.
Godfrey. Gilbert Godfrey.
Gilbert Godfrey.
Action.
Anyway,
Imagine him in the direction.
Look at his
Those-
steak. I'm molting.
those
What?
line of movies,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm hoping that now with the giant tentpole movies starting to have their issues and all
Yeah.
this.
What do you
maybe
mean? Like some of the Marvel movies sucking? Yeah.
Just how Disney's blown out every IP they've bought, and it's
know.
just they're all blown out. I'm hoping
know.
that we get to make movies in those veins again. Those kind of uplifting,
Yeah,
like
just-
really cool, fun. It's got comedy, it's got heart.
There are some sequences in
Where
this
are
movie,
these
guys.
movies?
There are
the
some
Secret of My
secrets.
Successes, The
Brilliant.
Weekend at Bernie's,
Weekend
these
at
type of
Bernie's.
movies. Where are these movies?
Goonies.
Goonies.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
These are the movies we need, guys.
Dude, Three Amigos. Spies Like Us.
Oh, Spies Like
Dude,
Us. One of my
another
favorite
great
as a
movie
kid.
if you haven't seen it.
Woo!
Chevy Chase, Dan
So
Aykroyd,
great, man.
genius. Actually, this movie, talk about a remake. Like, I wish Hollywood would
Spies
get
Like
their head
Us.
out of their asses and remake
Dude,
this movie. Because let me tell you
Dude,
something. You slot
that should
in
be-
Will Ferrell,
well,
Kevin Hart,
or John C.
or
Reilly and Will
John,
Ferrell.
John
Oh my
C.
God.
Riley,
They've
whatever.
kinda done
But
their
I just
thing,
feel
but
like
they gotta
any
keep going.
two of our
More
funny
the
guys
better.
today would be so brilliant in this movie. And it's so timely. Because you know what he was dealing with? Russia.
I know.
And all this stuff we're still dealing with.
It's unreal,
It's a
isn't it?
40-year-old movie and it's completely relevant.
I know.
It's brilliant. Anyway, if you haven't seen it, Spies Like Us, Secret of My Success,
Well, yeah, you do
check
the,
them out.
you do
You'll
the
love 'em.
backdrop of Russia and Ukraine.
That's exactly what was going on in this movie,
I know.
basically. It was wild. Anyway,
Amazing.
I know, because we just keep going around the hamster wheel, don't we? Solving nothing. What are we going to solve? Nothing. We're going to move this over here, put this over here, put this over here.
We don't go.
We're going to move
we
all
don't
this
go
back
from
to this
point
side
A
of the
to
room.
B.
No.
we go from point A all the way right back around to A.
That's right. We go A to B, B to A to B, B to A. It's one of those tricks, where you got to watch the marble and you're like, wait a minute, which cup is it under? It's under
yeah.
this cup.
Then you wind up just listening to ABBA all night.
Oh my gosh!
Dancing Queen. What the hell?
No, that's the song that's played under our screen that we
Yes.
go to our
Right?
emergency
When Andy-
interruption.
we're trying to get Andy under control. Dancing Queen.
My reboot. When I got a reboot.
He's got the look of Weekend of Bernie from Weekend and Bernie's when
with
he's
the
like
shades.
this.
With the shades, so you
This
can't
one.
see his eyes.
Bernie, Bernie, look at me. Look at me. There he goes.
Great.
Pull it, Matt. You got him on a string. He's like, so great being here with you guys. So great being here with you guys.
Amazing.
Some like it hot. Oh, yeah.
What was that one
Some
from?
like it cold. Can you believe it? Some never know. Weekend at Bernie's.
It's literally
When you're hot,
memories that
then
are
got
coming
the
back.
good feeling. If it's hot or if you are.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's all coming back
Yes.
right, like literally right now.
You know, I was just watching. That is such a
Some
great.
like it cold.
Oh, can you believe that? Some never know. No, yeah.
So good.
So good, man.
I love when they're going, quick, we're going to miss the ferry. And they run and jump on it.
Come on, Richard, we can make it. They jump on. I love it too. They get up, they're like, hey, thanks so much.
Yeah,
Thanks a lot. He threw his bag. He's
And then
like,
it goes to the stop.
This boat's arriving.
hey, Larry,
Yeah.
this boat's not leaving. It's docking. Oh,
perfect.
good, we're early.
Oh, good, we're early. Oh, gosh.
Dude,
God.
my
Great,
God.
great stuff.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
those movies really did set a
Again,
whole
and
tone.
they bring warmth
That-
to
yeah.
my
Just
heart
original
anyway.
IP, guys.
So good.
So
Original
great.
intellectual property out of the mind of just a writer or two or three or whatever many
Yeah.
people wrote it. But it was just like they didn't have to worry about it being
really-
based off a book or anything. They just said, you know, what's a funny concept we can create a world around?
Yeah.
And then they got those two guys, Jonathan Silverman and Andrew
were
McCarthy,
great in
were
that movie.
brilliant.
Yeah,
Terry
great.
Kaiser is Bernie. Brilliant.
Great
I
in that
mean,
movie, man.
this is just it's an amazing movie. It's
Yeah,
really a great
super
movie.
cool.
Yeah,
Super
love
cool.
it.
Ever see
I hope we can.
Scarecrow?
I want to.
Scarecrow
with Pacino.
No,
I want to
never
make
saw
movies,
that,
not like
actually.
Scarecrow. I want to make movies like that, man.
think it
That's
was
really what I
Scarecrow.
want to do.
Wasn't
Like
it
if I
called
could leave a
Scarecrow?
legacy in
I don't
anything
know.
I don't know.
outside of animals.
That rhymes, Scarecrow with Pacino,
Nobody's
but I don't
listening
remember.
to me.
Go ahead.
I hope you guys.
I think it was
are
John
listening to
Voight
me.
and Pacino, maybe?
John Voight, Pacino, and
I don't know
Scarecrow.
what they're
Go
about.
on.
No,
What you're saying?
no.
About.
It was Gene Hackman, wasn't it?
Dancing Queen.
God.
Reboot.
If I'm right.
Andy's got it.
He's back to this
Yeah,
again.
Scarecrow, 1973. Al Pacino and Gene Hackman. Come on, guys,
Wow.
get with
It's
it.
probably one of the worst, most.
Whatever, dude.
We're talking about Secret of Success.
You guys need
Pacino
to
Bernie's.
worst.
You guys
He
need
goes
to get with
He's
it.
trying
Scarecrow.
so hard. He's
I know.
such a reach for that one.
I mean,
Anyway,
I
it would
liked
be great to make movies that just would appeal to everybody and we could all just have some fun, right? No message, not batting you over the head with something.
In fact, just the
fun.
opposite.
Yeah, just
I don't want
escapism.
Any messages, folks. Anytime
or-
a message comes
or
out, even if
message
it's the
out.
right one, it's just like, stop. It's like when I'm in a great dream and somebody shakes you awake.
I know.
It's like, why are you doing this?
Andy was dreaming the other night before those dumpy frogs came in and woke him
Yeah.
up. They're basically a message to Andy.
what it is.
To wake up. I can't even imagine that. I would literally kill you if the
I
dumpy
know.
frogs woke me
To,
up.
to be honest, one time I just went over there, and this is really rare for me. I just kind of kicked the greenhouse because I was like, "You guys got to cut this out because Andy's gonna, you're gonna have to go." I was like, "Andy's gonna make me get rid of my dumpy frogs."
Well, the problem is they're learning songs now, so it's becoming annoying. They just broke into a Tom Jones. It's so unusual
I like-
to be loved by anyone. Yeah,
I like Deo
terrible.
better.
What? You like Deo?
For the dumpy.
Deo. You said Deo.
Daylight come and we wanna go home.
so good.
Oh,
Come,
my God.
Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana. Daylight come and me wanna go home.
Nice. Nice.
6 foot, 7
Oh,
foot,
God,
8
guys.
foot,
So one of the things...
Daylight come and me wanna go home. 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot punch. Daylight come and me wanna go home.
Anyway,
Oh, God.
Me said that, oh. Everybody,
Dancing
thank you,
Queen.
Thank you for coming to the Brotherly Love Pod.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Me said that, oh. So wait a minute. We are in the new studio. We will be here from now on.
This is
okay,
it, guys.
This
This
is
is
it.
our
Our new
home.
digs.
truly our home.
What about my
truly.
outro song?
Now
You guys are
everybody-
ruining it.
We're not ruining it. We're doing a proper send off.
Yeah, this is
We're not
ridiculous.
singing Harry Belafonte right now.
I love
okay?
Harry Belafonte.
Me too.
Coming from the guy who started out, we started singing. We can't use it on the show.
No, we can use
we
it.
can't
We
use
can.
it on
I
the
did,
show.
can use it on the
I
show.
did it. I did a movie with Harry Belafonte.
And that's
And
why
that
we can
gives
use
you
it.
the right to use his music?
And if he was
He's
still
not 80
around,
years old. We could use anything we want.
He's
now.
not around
What a
anymore.
weirdo.
Did he pass away?
Yeah.
I know, but does that still give you
That's
the
right, he
right to
did.
use his
I
music?
feel terrible about that.
So now, 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot.
We will see you
Daylight
next week.
coming.
Every Friday from here on out on the new Brotherly Love Pod
Yeah.
studio logo. We are here to stay for the long
This
haul.
is
Thanks
our
to
house.
you guys. Our
Guests are
house
going to be coming over to our house.
in the middle
Sitting
of
at
the
officially
street.
our table.
house. Boom, boom. Love
it,
you guys so much. God bless. See you all next
so
Friday. Bye, guys. Woo!
Hey guys, the Lawrence brothers here.
We just want to thank you for watching this week's episode of the Brotherly Love Pod.
Go to our link tree and subscribe on all platforms.
And make sure you join us
Next week.